Hello, everybody. Welcome to Navigating the Jungle of Business. I'm Dr. Fumi Rachel Barr, and today, navigating us through the importance of the digital marketing jungle, I have two guests this time. Meet Lainey and Nikea. So a little introduction. I've known Lainey for quite a while. She even designed a website for me once. Lainey Silverman is the Chief Creative Officer and founder of the Design Boutique, and she specializes in branding, websites, and SEO. She has worked with top clients like Joe Montana, which blows me away, The Body Shop, Discovery Channel, Macy's West, and PayPal. Lainey is involved in every project phase from sketching to production, ensuring high quality results. In her spare time, Lainey can be found driving with the top down, singing at the top of her lungs to Journey, or she could be found playing golf. Nikea, who is also called Nike, is a senior SEO specialist with 8 years of experience working with brands like Walt Disney Resorts and Joanne Fabric. She specializes in international SEO and e-commerce, enhancing brand visibility, website traffic, and driving sales globally. Nike holds an international MBA in digital marketing and is passionate about elevating small brands to a global stage. So before I launch into the multiple questions I'm going to ask you, lovely ladies, do you want to add anything to the introduction, Lainey? I have a feeling you might.
Okay, well, I just want to say that part of what makes our company, the Design Boutique, so successful is that it's a team. And we have a lot of great people on it. And Nikea is our senior strategist or SEO strategist on the team. And she's delightful to work with. She's a plethora of information and always open to the leading edge, cutting edge of AI and everything going on. So digital marketing is always changing and it's about a team. And so I just am so grateful to be here. Thank you so much for me. And thank you, Nike, for being part
Well,
of
you
it.
know what? We at the Bar Business School believe strongly in teams. So I love that introduction. And I won't call you double trouble. I'll call you double wisdom.
Great.
All right. So tell us first, and just jump in wherever you like. What is digital marketing?
Yeah, so digital marketing and well, first I want to say it's different than your average, marketing like what was in the 80s and the 90s because it's in a digital landscape. So think of marketing but online. And so basically it's the use of online platforms and even technology to help promote products, services, or brands to your potential customers or your potential clients. And honestly, the ultimate goal, same with marketing, the ultimate goal of digital marketing is to reach and engage with your target customers wherever they live through digital channels, which ultimately drives like your brand awareness, your brand visibility, so people know more about who you are. It could drive sales, potential leads, and so forth.
Lovely. And there's different types, right? So
There
where do
are. Yes, so you can so you have SEO, which is what we have a foundation in. That stands for search engine optimization. It's basically a fancy way of people finding out who you are when they don't know who you are, and they use queries through search engines like Google to find an answer to a solution that they're looking for, and you happen to pop up in search results. So that's SEO. You also have social media marketing, so that's using platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, that really shows the brand's personality. It helps you engage with potential clients or customers. So it's a different strategy than SEO. You also have ads. You have what else is out there? You have email marketing. You have influencer marketing. There's so many different ways to touch point your end consumer, and the different ways to each way has a different reason. So the reason why you're using SEO won't be the same reason why you're using social media. There's a different reason to reach out to customers and touch them at a certain point in their customer journey.
So with all those different reasons, how would I decide what type of digital marketing that would be best for me and my business?
That's a good question. And sorry, Lainey, if you wanted to say anything.
No, I want you. You're like killing it. So I'll jump in when I'm ready. You know me, I'm not shy. So just, you
You're
guys,
not shy?
I'll
Oh,
jump in. You're doing a great job.
okay,
Oh,
go
thank
ahead.
you. I first, as a brand owner or business owner, you first have to think about why you're in business and what your end consumer needs and how you can offer that to them. So, in order to choose what marketing platform is best, I usually say everyone should be on at least three different types of platform. Or search engine platform, so like organic search, you should be on a like a brand personality type platform. So that's gonna be like social media. And then you should be on a nurturing type platform. So that's like email marketing. So once again, I recommend SEO for everyone because this is how you're going to reach people who know nothing about you. They don't even know you exist, but you offer what they need. They just need that connection. They need that search engine to find you. They need to go on Google and type in certain words. Then social media, this is going to be based on where your end consumers basically use. If you know a lot of your clients are using LinkedIn, then LinkedIn is your social media user choice. If most people are using Instagram, then Instagram is your choice. But the purpose of social media and why you would want to use that as a marketing channel or within your digital marketing strategy is because you need to have personality behind the brand. Service-based businesses, usually if a client is reaching out to you, they're working with you directly. And so social media is the way to show your personality, show the culture of your business. It's basically behind the scenes of your brands. And then you have a nurturing platform. Email is not dead. I say this all the time. Email, I think, is one of the most important channels to have because it's how you can nurture the people who take interest in your brand. So maybe these people aren't ready to work with you yet. Maybe they don't have the budget. Maybe they don't know much about you yet. And you get them into your email list, you now have direct access to them. They gave you something personal. They gave you your email address and they expect to hear from you. And so use that to build trust, build authority, build credibility with potential clients and even current clients. And then that helps with referrals. That helps bring more customers your way because that word of mouth happens. And so I would say those three different type of platforms. So a search engine, a social media platform, and a nurturing platform like email would be the best places to start.
I
I like that. You
I
know,
love that too. I have a comment on that, but I don't want to
also,
interrupt Furley. But
well, go ahead, and then we'll take a turn
okay, thanks.
because
I
we're
just
all
like to
excited.
Oh yeah, this is the best, right? I like to reiterate that SEO should be the foundation of any marketing platform, right? Because for a couple reasons. So if you're really optimizing the crap out of your LinkedIn, you're only getting clients in a small area called LinkedIn. If you're optimizing everything for Instagram, your clients have to be on Instagram, right? And so SEO is optimizing for, let's say, Google search. So your breadth of clients is way, way bigger, right? So if you have a limited budget and you can only focus in one area, it shouldn't be just one tiny platform like LinkedIn. It should be search engine optimization because you have a bigger crowd of people that can find you. I also like to say that SEO is the foundation of all of those other programs, right? Because you need to find out what your keywords are. You need to find out where your clients are, right? So if you're doing social media and you don't have a great website and it's not optimized for search, it's going to be a broken marketing funnel or marketing plan. So I just like to throw that in there.
Yeah, and also to add on to that with SEO, usually SEO has to do with your website. You own, as a brand owner, you own your website. You
It's
don't
my
own LinkedIn. You don't own Instagram. You don't even, if your Instagram went down, if your LinkedIn went down, and your Facebook went down, you now lose access to all those people.
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
why one, having an email list is important because you still have a community you can reach out to. But SEO is also important because it's a way to continuously funnel in new people into your brand. And so your website can never be taken from you unless you physically take it down yourself. So
Mhm.
it's good to focus on digital
Yeah.
marketing strategies that focus on your website because you own it. It's yours.
I love that part too. Like,
You know what? You're both scaring me. I have to run. Goodbye. I got to go check my SEO.
oh, good.
Yeah,
That's like
really.
in
That's the
sales
answer you want.
101.
You got it. So you know what? Nurturing email is fascinating to me because I once asked somebody, how do you know when you've touched people too many times? And in our school, we often send a summary email every month because I personally am so sensitive to an inundated email box that I forget. I don't have to think about what my inbox looks like. So people don't read a really long email. So that it's probably better to have more touches, breaking up all the news into sound bites. Like today, we're talking about the podcast. Tomorrow, we might be talking about a new course, etc. And someone once told me that you only stop sending them when people tell you to.
Well,
Right?
you bring up a great point, which is each platform needs to be optimized. right? And there's a right way to do email and there's a wrong way to do email. And an email, we could get into the specifics of an email, but now text with like maybe 4 or 5 lines with a link to your content on your website's the way to go. So this is one of my favorite things to say. If you think you're sending too many emails, you probably are. Because if you're sending so much value, if you're sharing so much like awesomeness, people want it. You couldn't be sending it enough. But if you're just creating content, you think it kind of sucks. I know I'm supposed to do email marketing. This is part of the thing. That's the indication that you're like not creating something that's juicy and wonderful.
I know our stuff is juicy, so I'm going to ramp it up. There you go. I love it.
Amazing.
Okay. So if I were hiring a digital marketing firm, and of course I would hire you, but
Or
how would I look for one? What do I need to know?
Oh, that's a good question. Once again, I would focus on your needs. What do you need as a brand? You need to also be equipped with your own analytics. So you need to understand what's not working for you before you reach out to someone that can help you. So when you find out, hey, I'm having a challenge with this, then that's when you do referral, you ask people, you can do a Google search. You want to find a person that addresses that need you're looking for, and then do some more digging around. Before you even reach out to that person, I always say do your homework. What's their experience? Do they have any client testimonials on their site? Video testimonials from like real people? What solutions do they offer? Sometimes budget may play, you know, I need to do if I hire you, or can I just hand this off 100% completely to you? So how much do I need to be involved? There's so many questions.
for it. Oh, your internet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
my net goes in and out. Sorry. But the
We
main
all
thing I
have
would
that problem.
yes, the main thing I would look help me with digital marketing. One, understand what my problems are, what my challenges are. Two, when I find the person experience, apps for case studies, results that are similar to your situation. I think that's the key as well. Because you have some maybe business owners that will tell you, hey, we've done this, but that has nothing to do with the problem I have. So yeah, that's what I would say
yeah.
when out.
I love this question here. So I take a different approach to it, and that's why we're a good team, right? Because a team has different viewpoints, right? If everybody had my personality on the team, we would be in trouble. So how I look at it, as clients don't know what they don't know. Like I'm a busy law firm. I don't know what my needs are as a CEO of a law firm or the partner, right? They just know they need to hire this company to get it done because their buddies do the same thing, right? And so the thing that I would say is if you're hiring a digital marketing firm, you need to have a team that will explain it to you, right? In a way that you understand. A lot of times when law firms hire marketing firms, they go, okay, they're just going to do it. I don't understand it. It's fine. Here's a couple G's per month. Do it. That's the mistake. Because if you don't understand it, then the team isn't high quality because you should be able to understand it. We take great pride in crafting reports that most anybody can understand because when it comes to ROI, it's very simple. How many people came through the door and how many people bought your stuff when they got inside? And that's the metrics that I like to share. So every time you pay our bill, you understand it. So that's really important when hiring someone. Do you understand what they're doing? And then the second thing I would say too is customer service. When you say, will you post a blog for us on our website or will you edit a blog for us? Does it take a month to get the feedback? Or if they're creating content for you, do you have to spend hours and weeks editing it and you hate it and you don't like it? Right. So it shouldn't be painful. When I hear clients say, oh, I'm going to get through this website design, I'm going to get through this marketing, that's a sign. It's not a dental appointment. You're crafting your whole soul's like brand online. And if it sucks doing it, that's a sign that maybe you should find somebody else.
Wonderful. I love your both of your perspectives. So what should people expect? What kind of results? How do you measure results?
So results are going to be based on the type of digital marketing you're investing in. So let's say, for example, with SEO, some result that you're going to be looking for a brand to help you is with one, visibility. You want to make sure that you're visible in Google search for relevant keywords or queries your target audience is typing in to find a product or service you offer. You all want to make sure that from that traffic, and this is where a lot of SEO agencies stop, which makes us different. You want to make sure that not only are you getting traffic onto your website, but you want to make sure that traffic converts. So whether that's leads, whether that's making phone calls, a lot of SEO agencies just focus on the Google search part of it. So hey, we'll get you shown on the first page of Google. Okay, that's nice. That's great. I'm ranking number one, but one, people aren't clicking through onto my website. And two, when they do, I'm finding that they're leaving my site and they may be going somewhere else. I'm not collecting those leads. And so the main things you want to look out for with SEO is how are people finding my site? When they get on my site, what are they doing? And when I find out what they're doing, how can we generate more leads from our target consumer? So that's with SEO, and it's going to be different for any other type of marketing. So for email marketing, the results are going to look like how many opens, how many URL clicks did they click? Did anybody download something from this? How many people are bouncing? How many people are unsubscribing? And so every single platform has different metrics and KPIs that you should be on the lookout for, but also the person you're hiring should also make you aware of what these KPIs and metrics are. So when they're coming to you with the results, let's say on a monthly basis, you're able to understand what's working and what's not working.
Yeah, I know that when I look at a lot of reports so we do like a no cost discovery session with people so I can just help educate. But then there's like all these made up metrics, like don't mean anything. And then people get like metric fatigue, right? Because they're like looking at this thing, traffic from here, bounce rate here. None of that means anything. So like I want like a bouillon cube of KPIs. Just tell me what's the most important stuff. I don't need to go into a black hole of, KPIs from analytics. Have you ever like logged into Google Analytics before? Like it's like 1,000,000,000 pages of stuff that can make your brain explode, right?
Yes.
So like what matters in the analytics, let's bring that to the front, and use that as a real, not because I see so much fake analytics like from these marketing firms that it doesn't mean we just did a review with someone and we're like, what does this even mean? It doesn't mean anything. So that's why I go back to the first conversation that we had, or first part of it is you got to understand what you're doing, right? And take the time when you start working with a digital marketing company upfront to understand what it is. It's not that crazy hard to get a couple of key metrics because they could be reporting on stuff that doesn't matter. And then your money is being wasted.
Wow. So I think I'm starting to understand what makes you different, but why don't you tell me in your own words, what makes the design boutique different than other digital marketing companies?
I think Lainey actually, you actually mentioned something earlier, Lainey, when you talked about customer service. Because what we found with potential clients that came to us and then actually started working with us, what they lacked with their previous, digital marketing agency was that customer experience. You have a smaller team with us, but everybody is dedicated to a certain part of your success in digital marketing based on our experience. So you get a project manager, you get an SEO specialist, you may get an ad specialist. You may get a social media marketing specialist and so forth. And so we're not one person doing it all. And we're very communicated in our efforts. And so we have our monthly calls. You actually speak, you actually know who you're working with. We don't just send you monthly reports and then, you never see our face. So you're constantly talking with someone. And I think another thing that sets us apart too is I think our experience. And like I said, everybody has a certain role and everybody has experience backed up by that role. So I think that's what would set us apart. And I think the last thing is we actually give you access to everything mostly we have access to. And so what we find with other people coming to the design boutique is that they didn't have access to their website. They couldn't change anything they wanted if they needed to. They didn't have access to their sales reports. They had to reach out to someone to get that. But with us, there's nothing to hide. We give you all the access to the platforms that we're going to be using to ultimately, get you the goal or why you hired us in the first place. And so There's transparency. You have the experience from a team. You have team members dedicated to certain areas, and you have that customer experience.
Wow. Okay, so we're about to wrap up. Unless you had wanted to comment on that, Lainey, I need some final wisdom from each of you. Give my audience a final soundbite of wisdom.
Wow, that was fast. So, Nike, that was so well said.
Yes.
And you just nailed it. But as an entrepreneur myself, all of us, it's important to own your asset, right? It's important to have that equity, right? Because if another marketing firm owns your website, owns your URL, then when you grow your business, get another partner, want to sell it, for example, these digital assets are part of the worth of the business. And so, as an entrepreneur, I want to empower businesses. I want to empower women. I want to empower men. I want to empower people to start their own company. And we provide the assets that you can take it to the finish line. And there's so much bad things happening in there in the field that we want to make it better for everybody with ownership and quality and all of that. So I can keep going forever because it's like my favorite subject to talk about. But I know we got to wrap it up. But that's my final comment.
You know what? We're trying to create a movement at the Bar Business School to ensure that businesses don't fail. So you are totally in alignment with us. That's why I love you.
I love
So,
you.
how about you, Nike? What
Yeah, if I had to say
worry?
one, if I had to leave one wisdom quote, I would say, out of all digital marketing strategies and mediums, I would say SEO acts more like your 24-hour salesman because your website is open 24 hours and 24 hours in a day, somebody's searching for something you offer. Now, SEO is more of a long-term success plan over something like ads, which is short term. So I always say investing in SEO is like planting a tree. The best time was years ago. The second best time is now. And so hiring an SEO specialist is ensuring that the tree grows strong roots and bears fruits for years to come.
That's a gorgeous piece of wisdom. Thank you so much. And how can our viewers reach you? How best to contact you?
Oh, okay, great. Well, thank you for asking. They can go to the designboutique.com. I know boutique is hard to spell. But you can go to the designboutique.com or you can email me, Lainey at the designboutique.com. And we can do a discovery session, talk about what's up, because we come from education first, right? So that's how they do it.
I love it. So all, I'm Dr. Fumi Rachel Barr. This is Navigating the Jungle of Business, and I look forward to seeing you next time.